They will came now and they will come hard for Harry Kane. And Real Madrid, the most famous club on the planet, struggling desperately in Spain and are humbled by Tottenham in Europe, won't merely be testing the water. Spurs hitman Harry Kane has broken the calendar year record of Alan Shearer Real have been spanked at home by Barcelona, who now lead their bitter rivals by 14 points. Should they lose to filthy rich Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League last 16th, their crisis will be vast. Real know only one way to escape a crisis. They go out and buy the most valuable players on the planet. Harry Kane nips in for the first of his 3 goals in the 5-2 win against Saints. Harry Kane notched another superb treble for Spurs and is likely to be a real target, and with their centre-forward, the 30-year-old Karim Benzema, having scored just 2 goals in 12 league appearances this season, Kane will clearly be in Real's crosshairs. Kane has scored 39 Premier League goals in 2017 and 56 in all for club and country, even with the fact he has to write off every August. Double tot Danny Rose says he taught Harry Kane all he knows as he joins Kieran Trippier for night at the darts, and, yes, football is measured in seasons not calendar years. But past those semantics and into, F me, Doris, territory with Kane. 3 years ago, he was a kid on a hot streak. 2 years ago, a one-season wonder. Last term, earnest debates were had over whether Kane was better than Romelu Lukaku, and many fine judges sided with the Belgian. But comparisons with the greatest goal scorers, including Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi and Jimmy Greaves, are no longer fanciful. Now we're no longer lauding one of our own with hometown hyperbole. This is an English footballer who would genuinely make a World 11. Not just the sheer weight of goals, either. It's the nonchalance with which Kane completed his 8th hat-trick of 2017 with his weaker left foot in the 5-2 win over Southampton on Boxing Day. So what happens next? Well, Real paid a world record fee for Gareth Bale in 2013 and know they must do so again to sign Kane. Tottenham 5-2 Southampton. Harry Kane smashes Alan Shearer goal record with hat-trick. Before that means more than the £198 million PSG paid Barcelona for Neymar. It would almost certainly make Kane the world's first £250 million footballer. In the plausible scenario that Kane wins the World Cup Golden Boot, and the draw says England could reach the quarter-finals without beating anyone special, the price would pass £300 million. But Real can and would meet that. Perhaps they will offer Bale in part exchange, although that sounds too cozy for Daniel Levy. So how would Kane, on a relatively modest £100,000 per week, react to a concrete £250 million bid from Real? Well, he is under contract until 2022 and there is no doubting his uncommon loyalty towards Spurs. Main man Harry Kane is now in the same bracket as Ronaldo and Messi. That is not just a load of sentimental hikam. While others, including Dele Alli, Toby Alderweireld and Danny Rose, are unhappy about Tottenham's wage restraints, Kane is far more sanguine. He really is an old-school throwback, living the dream. The worst thing those who know Kane will tell you about him is that he's a bit boring. He's teetotal, married to his childhood sweetheart, watches golf and cricket, and if you ask him whether he ever succumbs to temptation, he'll admit he enjoys a crafty slice of apple pie. Karim Benzema has been in erratic form and Real might want to replace him, but should he reach his 25th birthday in July without having won a major trophy, not even Footballer of the Year, thanks to Manchester City's dominance, and Real Madrid offer to quadruple his money, and then he thinks about Bale's 3 European Cups in 4 seasons. Some doubt whether Kane would be quite such a goody two-shoes in those circumstances. And when asked about Real while on England duty recently, Kane carefully left the door ajar. Alan Shearer says he has never regretted spending a decade winning nothing with his boyhood club Newcastle, but he had already won a title with Blackburn. As for Spurs, well, a chairman as admirably hard-assed as Levy would be loath to enter a brand new stadium without his poster boy. Mauricio Pochettino has seen Harry Kane develop into the top Prem striker, but yet it is the £1 billion cost of that home which leaves Spurs unable to pay Hollywood wages and vulnerable to those who can. Of course, Spurs fans will demand to know why, whenever anything goes well for them, people have to speculate about such matters. But that's ignoring economic reality. 18 months ago, it's believed Sir Alex Ferguson felt Manchester United should have pushed out the vote to hire Kane and Mauricio Pochettino. They're both probably beyond United's reach now. Not Real's, though. The great transfer saga of next summer is already being written. Now more is able. When things went gravely wrong at Real Madrid and Chelsea, Jose Mourinho still provided a certain dark box office charisma. At Manchester United, he's simply become a terrible old bore. Jose Mourinho has lost his touch off the field and just become a moaner. He reacted to a lucky home draw with pointless Burnley by claiming he needed to spend more than the £300 million he's already been granted at Old Trafford. And the former Special One pointed out Manchester City had bought full-backs for the price of strikers. Yes, but they also put together a record-winning streak with Fabian Delph playing left-back. Pep Guardiola has spent more than Mourinho but has improved almost all his players. Mourinho simply doesn't seem to do that anymore. Manchester United 2-2 Burnley. Jesse Lingard rescues point for Jose Mourinho's limp side after Ashley Barnes and Stephen Defoe stunned Old Trafford. By all accounts, Swansea chairman Hugh Jenkins was extremely reluctant to sack Paul Clement. So why do it directly before the busiest period of the Premier League season, and without a successor in place? Swansea were once widely admired for their style, intelligence and principles. Not any longer. Liverpool 5-0 Swansea. Roberto Firmino strikes twice as Swansea thumped at Anfield. UTDS Paul snubs Go Silly. Paul Scholes admits he was disappointed at being overlooked for the Manchester United under-23's coaching job, and he believes his former club may have disliked his honest media criticism of some poor performances under Louis van Gaal. It is difficult to imagine such a one-club legend being ostracized in his retirement by Barcelona, Bayern Munich or Ajax. And certainly not as a result of such petty paranoia. Catch Up TV. Cock up BT. If you subscribe to BT Sport, you might have expected to be able to enjoy highlights of a rare successful day for England in Day 2 of the 4th Ashes Test when you awoke yesterday morning. Instead, you could watch Oxford v Leeds in a second division match from 1984. So ask me what I thought of the career-saving heroics of Alistair Cook and Stuart Broad, and I'll tell you that Peter Lorimer was unlucky to have been sent off after a tangle with John Aldridge at the Manor Ground 33 years ago. Thursday Premier League preview: Crystal Palace v Arsenal.